I'm recording and wanted to first of all kind of give you guys a little update on why I added this call in and kind of the new schedule and the new things for 2020. I really wanted our calls and our team and the things that we were doing to mean something more than just getting on for the sake of getting on. I don't want to be wasting anyone's time. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys quality content that you can be applying to your business, that you can be applying to like your every single day activities. And so that is why I wanted to start doing these morning calls. So I thought about doing them every single week. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, I'm open to it. Like I said before, I honestly was like, you know what, I'm going to do these. And there's going to be a lot of people who say, I can't get on because of work. I can't get on because of kids. I can't get on because of XYZ. And that was my fear, that I'd be on this call talking to no one, which would be okay because it would still be, I love you, Sherry. It would still be going out to a whole bunch of people who, in the recording, and they'd be able to watch it on their own time. But you guys all know it's way more fun to chat with people when they're on live. So that's kind of, one of the reasons why I wanted to implement this call is to, for one, make sure we start the week strong. Like Mondays are so important. When we get up on a Monday morning, we need to be focused on the most important things. That's getting in our personal development, getting in our business development, which is kind of what I'm hoping this will act as in a way, to give you guys just one little tip to run with that week. And starting our week off strong with something positive and uplifting in our community. And anyway, just being, having that be a big part of it. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to start with a Monday morning call. Now I'm doing it every other week because I just wasn't sure what the interest would be. If it's something that you guys think is really valuable, I would love to do this every week. But I just don't want to burn anyone out if they're like, it's like a lot. But it would actually be every week other than the week we have our large team call, our big downline wide call. And I'm also thinking about getting guest speakers for this specific call. So having people come in and give you like a top tip or something that's really changed their life, share their story, be an inspiration, whatever it might be. Okay. So that's kind of like my thoughts and feelings around this call. And then to talk a little bit about the other calls that we have scheduled throughout the month. So hopefully you guys saw that calendar that I shared yesterday. It will pretty much stay the same always, unless there's like something special coming up, like maybe like Summit or a super weekend or some kind of big event. But other than that, it's really going to stay fairly the same. Hello, cute boy. Hi. But this week, the most important call on that schedule, on that PS call schedule, for one is this call, but two is our getting our new coaches started right call. So that's tomorrow morning. Now I know if I was a new coach, I wouldn't have been able to get on that. It's okay. There will be some that will be able to get on, but there will also be some that won't. So we all will always record them. In that call, I've already got everything already, the slides, the content, the information. It will kind of vary between, with us and a few of the leaders who is running it each week. But that's going to be the best part about it, is we're always going to record. It will always be shared in the team page. I personally am, even if my coaches get on, I'm going to be personally sending them the recording of it and just saying, hey, I'm so glad you jumped on. In case you wanted to rewatch this or re-listen or take some more, specific notes, I wanted to give you this call so that you had a reference to it. So I'm going to be doing that. And then also going to just be posting it in all the team threads in case there's someone who had a coach who couldn't get on, right? It's going to be amazing, very simple. If you've been on my Getting Started Right calls before, it's similar but more simplified. Okay, that's like my word this year, is simplify, I feel like, because I don't want to be doing anything that really is unnecessary. I want it to all be very intentional and really valuable. Okay. So we have our Top Tip Monday calls, and this week we have our getting our coaches started right calls. If you've never been on one of those, I highly recommend getting on. It's just really good basic information about things that you should be doing as a new coach, or maybe you're like, I'm kind of like jumping back in these waters and it's scary and I'm not even sure where to start. Get on that call because it really helps you set a solid foundation and know what you need to be doing right now. And then on that, here, and maybe I'll even share it with you guys, but on that call list, we also have it kind of goes by week. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing. I put like week 1, these are the calls that you need to, be focused on. Week 2, this is the call. And, okay, it's just taking a little hot second to upload. Well, actually it's pulling up faster in my Canvas, so I'm going to share it with you guys really quick. Okay, and then those who watch the recording, why is that in the way? We'll be able to see it. Okay, can you guys all see that? Okay, perfect. So obviously every single Monday we have our National Wake Up Call. On the 2nd and 4th week of the month is when I'll be doing this morning call. And then if for all of you guys who are hitting Success Club, doing those, really basic, most important things first, we have our Rising Stars call. So remember, you get to be in that group when you hit Success Club the previous month or as soon as you hit Success Club in the current month. Okay, that's just really not even additional trainings, but kind of like next level trainings each week. Okay, so it's top coaches coming in and giving their top tips. It's our leaders sharing and doing live hot seat Q&As. So you can ask people, like if there's someone on a leader on our team, you're like, gosh, like how do they do it with 17,000 kids? Like whatever. You can ask them any questions that you have about how the business works for them and how it can work for you, or questions you have about Instagram, or questions you have about running a solid challenge group, like all of those things, okay? So those calls are always at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Thursdays. So as soon as you hit Success Club in January, let me know and I'll add you to that group. The week 1, the first week of the month, we always have our Wednesday team-wide monthly call. And that's in the evening, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I've included all the Zoom links for you guys. Week 2, which is the current week that we're in of the month, is our new coach kickoff getting started right call, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then the 4th week is our Emerald in 24 hours call. So the reason we did that in the order that it is we really wanted our new coaches to be able to have a week to kind of get some stuff solid under their belt, right? Understand, like, what am I doing? What does this look like? I got to start working out. I got to start, doing whatever. So they're kind of getting a week under their belt of what a coach life looks like. And then on that Tuesday, on the 4th week of the month, we'll be doing an Emerald in 24 hours call to help them hit that first milestone right out of the gates and to know what to do and what it looks like and what it even is. Because a lot of, I didn't know what an Emerald coach was right out of the gates. As soon as Micah told me, I was like, oh, all right, I'm going to get to Emerald now. And then week 4 on Thursday nights, we're going to be doing our downline-wide What is Coaching information session. This is something I'm so excited about because truly I think that's one of the most intimidating things to do as a newer coach or when you're really trying to build your team is to talk about what coaching is and to feel that confidence. So don't be surprised if you're invited to be a part of that and share either your story or some part of your journey or whatever it might be, okay? Because we really want you guys to be involved in those. So that's kind of just like a quick breakdown, and it took almost 10 minutes to do. But if you guys have any questions about the calls, please let me know. What my topic for today is that I really wanted to address because I think it's something that a lot of us really want to do better, but we're not quite focused on it. And I thought of this because of a conversation in my Emerald thread. So wanted to give you guys my top tips for converting your challengers to coaches. Okay. So I have five specific things that you should be doing to help convert your challengers to rockstar coaches, because you guys, our best coaches are the people who have the strongest testimony of our products, right, and our programs. And those are our challengers, the people who are lifers, or even like the people who are killing it in the first couple of weeks, who are staying super consistent, who are sharing little things about their journey on their Instagram or wherever it might be, or who are showing up in your challenge group every single day. Like, those are the people I'm talking about. Okay. And I initially immediately saw Callie, and you guys, Callie, that was her jam. She was killing it and getting incredible results in a challenge group. And she thought, what the heck? I'm doing this every single day. I'm doing exactly what all these coaches are doing. I might as well coach and make some money off of it, right? Help my family. So the number one tip, or the first tip I have, not necessarily number one, these aren't in order or anything, is we as coaches need to be running incredible, amazing, super fun, awesome challenge groups. Okay. Our community, our challenge group itself, is where that excitement and that energy and that engagement and all of those really important things start for our challengers, for our clients. So first things first, I wanted to also mention that whenever I'm signing up a new challenger, I always offer them the discount account. Okay. So that's just one way to help someone get started with, being a discount coach, or hitting Emerald really quick, or getting to Diamond fast, is by offering that discount coaching opportunity at sign up. So this is after they know all of the details. They know which package they're getting. They know the cost. They know everything, and they're about to sign up. You say, okay. And I'll post the scripts as well. They're in the file section, I believe, but I'll share those again. But you can say this, it costs the exact same to get started as a discount coach or as a client. So why not save, you guys, and I've done the math before. So they save 25% on Shakeology every single month, right? That's even with, so there's also a $16 fee to be a coach every single month. But even with that $16 fee, they're still saving $20-ish every single month. I don't know about you guys, but especially when I was starting as a teacher, $20 a month was huge for me. And I'm still a penny pincher. I'm still if I'm ever going to buy anything, I'm okay, Googling discount promo code, or I am all about saving $5, right? So $20 a month is huge. So make sure they at least know about it and can make that choice for themselves. If they don't initially sign up with a discount, maybe they're no, I really am not, I'm not sure I'm going to continue with the supplements, or I'm not sure I'm even going to like them, or whatever. I always in my calendar to put whose order is going to be renewing, or when they sign up and when their order ships. I write down just their name on that day. And then at the beginning of the week, I message all those people who have renewal, or their subscription is going to be shipped that week. And I just say, hey, just so you know, your Shakeology or your performance line is shipping out this week. I'm not sure if you're interested, but if you want, we can get you signed up for the discount. It's going to save you about $20 a month. Okay. So just an easy way to, help convert them to become a discount coach, right? So this is focused mostly on the discount. This now, to kind of give you guys some tips on the flip side of how to convert your challengers to become working coaches. I think that's really probably the most important thing that I want to start working on this year too. So this is a really good thing for me to start thinking about and to start implementing in my own coaching habits, or whatever you want to call them. But we have to be converting our challengers, our lifers, our believers, our, the people who are showing up every single day to become coaches as well. So like I said earlier, we have to be running amazing and valuable challenge groups. So make it fun. If it's boring for you, it's boring for them. So do something fun. A lot of the things that I like to do that can make your challenge group really fun is have little challenges or themes for each month. So inviting them to do some kind of challenge on their Instagram, or even like, I know Lauren is really good at this. I know she's at work right now, but doing like squat challenges, every time you go to the bathroom, or a chug your water challenge, and have them tag you on Instagram. Like, there's just so many different easy, fun things that you can do in your challenge group to get them engaging more, and to get them sharing more and doing, and this is actually my second tip, is doing coach-like things, right? So help your challengers do things that coaches already do. So invite them to read a personal development book in your challenge group. Have a book for the month, or give them recommendations for personal growth and personal development that they can be doing on their own. You don't have to be a coach to be focused on personal development. You guys, that is like probably one of the biggest things that changed for me in my life, when I started to read things that helped me become a better person. We can do that for our challengers. We can offer that to them too. And they probably are already doing it and we don't even know it, right? I know I talk about a lot of the books that I'm reading or that I really, really love. And my challengers will be like, I just read that book and it was so good. And I had no idea that they were even reading it. So really getting them involved and maybe doing like a book club. Like, I would be interested in doing some kind of extended book club on Facebook or something where we can all go live or talk about what we're reading that week, whatever it might be. Okay, the second tip under this umbrella of converting running amazing challenge groups, because they are amazing, right? Consistently be recruiting, you guys. I know sometimes we think like, oh, I'm just really focused on 3 people a month, which yes, that is like the bare minimum. That's amazing. But I know that when I was really brand new, I kind of had that mindset. Like, once I hit my goal, I just kind of like, was like, whew, I'm done. Right? I'm done focusing on filling my challenge group. When even now, like, that is something that is always on my mind. I'm always thinking, who can I serve this week? Who is someone that really is needing this? What valuable content can I give to someone that will help them feel inspired or empowered to continue on their journey? You have to consistently be building up your clientele in your boot camps, because life happens, you guys. People fall off the wagon. People, something happens and they don't stick with it, or whatever it might be. So we have to continually be, for one, supporting them and loving them no matter what, but 2, constantly be filling our groups so that they don't get quiet, they don't get boring, whatever it is. So make it fun and really continue to build your clientele and your customers in your boot camp. Something else I wrote down was focus on the people at your table. Like, you want to make sure you're filling their cups, like making sure that they feel supported and loved, and that they have all the things that they need to really be successful. But don't forget to also invite more people, right? But don't neglect the people already at your table because you're constantly wanting to get more. Really, really focus on giving those people who are at your table the attention they deserve, and continually invite on the side as well. Okay. Okay. The third tip, the second tip was help your coach or your challengers do coach-like things. Another thing I thought of was invite them to, or like in your group, invite everyone to follow each other on Instagram. And that way you get to know them better and support them. And then you can run really fun challenges like, hey, like, tag me in your post today if you do something fun, or like a water challenge or a squat challenge or a push-up challenge or whatever it might be. But invite them to tag you about something that they're doing every day. Like, maybe challenge them to post about their workout that day, or the challenge group, or them checking in, or the community aspect of the challenge group, like whatever it might be. And run specific challenges where they would need to tag you, right? And then even just commenting on each other's posts and supporting them in their life. I think that's really important, because that's what we do as coaches anyways. We follow each other on Instagram. We love on each other. We support one another in just life in general. And that's how you build really deep and valuable friendships. So invite your challengers to do that as well with each other. That's okay, Sherry. Thank you. Have a great day. And another thing I really like to do, I used to do this with my students, and that's why I thought of doing this with my challengers, is invite them to take ownership of something in the group. Like if I'm ever going out of town, for example, like not this week, but next week, I'll be going out of town for a week. And I'm going to be reaching out to a few challengers and just inviting them to stay engaged and do something like, hey, this is usually what I'll say, like, hey girl, I am going out of town next week and it's gonna be so busy. And I was wondering if you could kind of help me keep engagement up in our challenge group and support some of the girls like by commenting on some of their check-ins. So give them like a coach activity, something that we're doing, give them that responsibility, or like invite them to do something for you. Like, could you think of a challenge that we could do in our group next week that you think would be really fun? Or could you post about a book that you're reading right now that is really like resonating with you? Okay, so just invite them to do something that we as coaches already do. I used to do that with like my problem students. If someone was acting out, I'd be like, I need your help. I need you to be the scribe, or I need you to do this for me. I need you to help me grade these papers. Like, invite them to be a bigger part of the class, a bigger part of the group. Okay, the third tip, invite your challengers to attend events. So we just had Super Weekend. That's a perfect example of something you can invite your challengers to attend with you. Invite them to come to a Super Weekend. And I can tell you, I've had a few challengers come to events with me, and almost every single one of them sign up as a coach after. And it's not because we're talking about like how you make money or how you do this or how you that's not what these events are about. It's really more about the community. It helps them see that we're real people. Like, I just think it really helps bring it down to earth and help them see like the bigger picture of what we do as coaches, right? So it's always kind of fun. And that recognition piece is so rad. Like, to see all these people getting recognized for big achievements and doing amazing things, like it's super fun. So immerse them in the community, like give them attending a Super Weekend, or invite them to a coach sneak peek. So we have a coach sneak peek coming up at, so not this week, but next week on the 30th, whenever that is, at the end of the month. Okay. Perfect opportunity to go through all of your clients, talk to everyone who is showing up in your challenge group, and invite them to listen into the coach sneak peek. Like, hey, I don't know if you've ever thought about doing what I do, but I'm actually just running a little sneak peek, like a little info session about what coaching is. And I think you'd be an amazing coach. If you're interested, I'd love to send you the link to just listen in. Okay. One of the most scary things for people when they're thinking about becoming a coach is obligation, right? They're like, well, if I jump on this, I'm going to get like hounded, and I'm going to have to, do something, and they're going to bug me forever. Like, I always try to help my girls know, like, this is an info session. You can be a fly on the wall. You're not going to be forced to do anything. I just want you to see if this is something that you feel would be good for you in your life. Okay. So invite your challengers to attend events with you. You could even do, like, if you have a lot of coaches in your area on your team, you do like a little get together on a Saturday, or a little brunch or something. That can always be really fun. I remember when I was a brand new coach, Micah did, and I should do something like this because it was way fun. Micah did a little barbecue, and I remember going to that barbecue. I mean, I was already signed up as a coach, but even inviting your challengers to come to it, and we just kind of hung out and chatted, and we had yummy food and whatever. So anyway, I think that's a really fun idea. Okay, fourth tip, invite to coaching on Instagram. I know, Allie, I really for real will. So tell me when you're coming to Utah next. Invite to coaching on Instagram. You guys, this is so important. I'm actually going to be doing a top tip specifically about Instagram tips. And that's going to be coming up in the next couple weeks, obviously, unless I end up doing these every single week. Okay, I'm keeping that in mind. But start really talking about your community on your stories or in your posts. Like, it doesn't have to be a call to action, right? It doesn't have to be something scary where you're like, comment below, and then nobody comments. You're like, shiz, that made me feel really awesome. Um, all you have to do is just talk about something that has really been resonating with you. People are going to read that and they're going to be like, wow, that's really cool. Like, she's got a really awesome community behind her back. Or, like, just sharing about what our coach life looks like. One of the things I've been really trying to do in my stories lately is just show my morning routine, because that's such a huge part of my coaching journey. I never did that, you guys, before I was a coach. I never, ever got up like way early to work on myself. If anything, I was getting up early to shower before I got my other kids ready for daycare. But I never did that like for me, where I could read some personal development, do some business development, get my workout in. Like, those were things that I did, like, if I had time at night. Okay. So starting our day with positivity, sharing kind of what our morning routine looks like, and sharing some inspiration through that. Okay. You could be sharing anything that you're reading about, any topics or any things that are just really on your mind, and give that to others. Like, one of the things I'm really trying to do on my Instagram is give more and expect less. Okay, so give more free content, give more free inspiration, give more quotes, give more like humor, give them more on your Instagram, and then invite them through Instagram in a really intimidating way, right? So constantly on your Instagram, be talking about like the little perks. So I wrote down like the accountability, the community, the friendships, being a part of something bigger. You can even, if like a week ago, I talked about how, and this is honestly true, before coaching, we couldn't afford to put our kids in extracurricular activities. Like, Libby's doing tumbling and Jackson does basketball and like all these little things. Like, we didn't have extra money for that. So just sharing the little things, like, it's not, it doesn't have to be like anything huge, right? Say you made $50 last week. That can cover an entire gas tank, right? Or that could cover your groceries or your diapers or whatever it is. Like, that's something that is meaningful to people and will make a big difference for them. So think of ways to share about coaching on your Instagram, and do it every single day. Every single day. And like I said, it doesn't need to be a call to action. It just has to be like little things that make an impact or have had an impact on you. And then my fifth tip is never give up on anyone. Okay, never give up on someone. I know that when I was a brand new coach, I was not like a crazy, super fast runner coach. I was not like that dream coach where they're like running out of the gates, hitting emerald right away, hitting diamond within 30 days, hitting 2-star with elite in the first year. Like, that wasn't me. Okay. Micah, I probably drove her crazy because I was very slow and steady. Sometimes not steady, sometimes really inconsistent. But I know when I was inconsistent, when I wasn't showing up, Micah was in my inbox and she was asking me how I was doing, and she was talking to me about my life, and she was giving me that hope that I'm still here. I'm still showing up. I can still show up. I can still make this whatever I want it to be in my life. So never give up on someone. If you've got an inactive discount coach who's been inactive for 8 months or whatever, don't give up on them. Immerse them in the community. Get them back in your challenge group and help them see what's possible for them. Invite them to a coach sneak peek. Invite them to something local. If you're going to be visiting the town that they live in, ask them if you can meet up for a drink or for lunch or whatever. But think about the people at your table, right? The people who are already there, and get them involved and get them participating and doing the things that they need to be doing. And just follow up with them forever. Like, don't ever give up on someone. That's really what it comes down to. Don't give up on anyone, and just know that people just want to be loved. And I love, Cozy shared a transformation picture last night. I don't know if you guys saw it. And she really shared, like, she compared these two pictures, and she said, the girl on the left really just wanted to be loved. And I think that's such a big part of our human nature is really all we want is to feel like we belong somewhere, right? And I love that that's the theme of our summit, Better Together, because we really are. A couple years ago, I think it was You Belong Here, and that really like resonated with me because that was something I just never felt like I belonged anywhere. And that was huge for me growing up. Like I always felt like I had a place where I belonged. And after college, I just didn't. I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. And I felt like I was kind of just lost in the sea of people. And so that's one of the biggest things that we can provide others is a sense of belonging and feeling like they have a unit in a community to, hang out with. So, okay, does anyone have any questions or anything that you guys want to chat about? I'll leave it open for like a minute to answer those, or if there's nothing, obviously, I'll close this out. But I really hope those are my 5 tips, and let me just repeat them really quick. So run amazing challenge groups and always stay in hustle mode and always focus on the people at your table. That was number 1. Number 2, help your challengers do coach-like things. Number 3, invite your challengers to attend events. Number 4, invite to coaching on Instagram or help them become better at inviting on Instagram too. And number 5, never give up on someone. Okay. Oh, yay. I'm so glad. Hi, Catherine. It doesn't say your name. Okay, the people that it's hard to get them to use their Shakeology every day, and then they aren't ready to buy it again monthly, so then the discount doesn't make sense. That's okay. That's a really great question. So maybe I'll think of some ways to help people stay on HD, but get them checking in every single day. Like one of the things that you could do in your challenge group is not only like I like to do like a leaderboard every week for people checking in with their workouts, but you can include their Shakeology as well. And maybe really dig into the benefits of drinking Shakeology every single day. Share success stories. Like I always love to use Jerica's story because I think it's like so it's kind of funny, but it's like so legit. Like so many people struggle with it, right? A lot of pregnant women have been reaching out to me lately asking about Shakeology. Like, is it safe? Like, I've heard that it helps with your bowels. And I was like, yeah, it legit has kept me so regular through pregnancy, which is, I remember one of the biggest fears I had in my first pregnancy was like, my doctor was like, you're going to want to drink Miralax and you're going to want to do this. I've not had to ever do that ever since I've been drinking Shakeology with Josie and with this baby. Okay. So just talk about the benefits. A reward program. So people who stay on, I know that is Ansley still on. She's won that a couple of times in my groups, but people who stay on it every single month, and giving them just a little reward for drinking it every single day. Also, you can give them tips on how to use their Shakeology, like how to make protein balls or like Shakeology desserts. Like there's so many different ways that you can use your Shakeology. So that was a really good question. And I hope that those little things helped a lot. Okay. Going back to the thing about switching challengers to coaches. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, that's awesome. So Jerica just said that was she had a huge response to when she shared about her Shakeology protein balls. And I totally agree. Like, so I remember seeing that on your page, Jerica. You can unmute yourself too. I don't feel like you have to be quiet, but she had made some previously and had them in the freezer, and she took them out to thaw, and she just like snapped a quick pic and was like, a little treat for later. These protein balls are so yummy, or something like that. And anyway, that just drives curiosity, which is another topic I have on my list, is like curiosity marketing and having people ask you questions. That creates conversations. So, okay, yay. Anyone else have any other last questions? And if you guys do want to have these every week, just like let me know. because that was initially what I thought. But like I said, I had this fear that I would like be on here alone and nobody would be on with me because we've never done anything in the morning like this. But it is really, I think, going to be something that helps us to just like do little tips or give little tips, little extra help every single week, something you can implement. Hello, cute boy. Oh my gosh, he's so happy this early in the morning, Callie. he's the crazy one.
He's up since like 5.
Oh my word. No. That should be the infant, not the toddler. Okay, yay. I'm going to post a recording in the team page. Thank you guys so much for getting on with me and relieving my fear of being alone. I love you guys so much. Okay, have an amazing Monday, and I'll see you guys on mentor calls this morning. Bye.